Hello and welcome to Election Night 2024 between Vice President Kamala Harris and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. President Biden's job approval rating by November 2024 among registered voters from ABC News, Washington Post ended up being 50% approved to 47% disapprove. In a general election matchup, Kamala Harris has 47% to DeSantis 44% plus or minus a 3.1 margin of error. There were 7 p.m. poll closings in the states of Vermont, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Indiana, and Kentucky. In the state of Indiana, its 11 electoral votes are projected to go to DeSantis. In the state of Vermont, Kamala Harris is projected to pick up its 3 electoral votes. In the state of Kentucky, DeSantis is projected to win the 8 electoral votes. In Virginia, this is an early call, but its 13 electoral votes are projected to go to Kamala Harris. In the state of South Carolina, DeSantis is picking up its 9 electoral votes, all reliable red and blue states. In the state of Georgia, this is the first too close to call. Ron DeSantis holds a 2% margin over Kamala Harris. This was a state that Biden was able to flip in 2020. It's going to be a closely watched state. Currently, DeSantis has 28 electoral votes to Harris 16. We have our 7:30 p.m. poll closings in the states of Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. In the state of West Virginia, Ron DeSantis is the projected winner, picking up its 4 electoral votes. In the state of Ohio, it's too close to call. Mostly Columbus area reporting in currently, and the suburban areas surrounding. Kamala Harris currently has a 52% margin to DeSantis 44%, with 26% reporting out of its 17 electoral votes. In North Carolina, its 16 electoral votes are up for grabs. Kamala Harris currently has a 4% lead over Ron DeSantis. 28% is currently in. We have an update in the state of Georgia. DeSantis still holding his 2% lead over Kamala Harris, with 35% of the vote reporting. On the road to 270, DeSantis holds a 32 electoral vote margin to Harris 16. There were 8 p.m. poll closings. Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, District of Columbia, Pennsylvania, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Illinois, Missouri, and Oklahoma. In the state of Maine, Kamala Harris is the projected winner, winning 3 out of the 4 electoral votes. In Maine's 2nd district, currently Ron DeSantis holds an 8-point lead over Kamala Harris with 31% reporting. In New Hampshire, Kamala Harris holds a 4-point lead over Ron DeSantis, 22% reporting. In the state of Massachusetts, Kamala Harris is winning the 11 electoral votes. Rhode Island, Kamala Harris is the projected winner, picking up 4 more electoral votes. In Connecticut, Kamala Harris is the projected winner, winning 7 electoral votes. New Jersey, Kamala Harris is the projected winner, winning 14 electoral votes. In the home state of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris is projected to win its 3 electoral votes. In Maryland, Kamala Harris is the projected winner, picking up 10 electoral votes. In D.C., Kamala Harris is the projected winner, carrying its 3 electoral votes. In the state of Pennsylvania, it is too close to call. Kamala Harris currently holds an 8-point lead over Ron DeSantis, most vote coming through Pittsburgh and surrounding areas. 26% is currently reporting. In the state of Florida, this is Ron DeSantis' home state. Currently, it's most of Miami coming in currently, and a couple areas outside. 24% in. Kamala Harris holds a 3-point lead over Ron DeSantis. In the state of Illinois, Kamala Harris is the projected winner, carrying 19 electoral votes. In the state of Tennessee, DeSantis is the projected winner, carrying 11 electoral votes. Alabama, another 9 electoral votes will be added to Ron DeSantis' column. Mississippi, Ron DeSantis is picking up another 6 electoral votes. Missouri, DeSantis is picking up another 10 electoral votes. Oklahoma, another 7 electoral votes will be added to DeSantis' column. In the state of Ohio, we're going back. Half the vote is now reporting DeSantis now has taken the lead with 50% of the votes to Kamala Harris's 48%. In the state of North Carolina, half the votes reporting Kamala Harris now has 52% of the vote to Ron DeSantis' 47%. In the state of Georgia, DeSantis has expanded his lead, mostly Atlanta not currently in, only roughly 20% of Atlanta reporting, with a 10-point lead for Ron DeSantis. This margin will start to narrow down. On the road to 270, DeSantis has 75 to Harris 90. Over 8:30 p.m. poll closing in the state of Arkansas. The state of Arkansas' projected winner is Ron DeSantis, picking up its 6 electoral votes. In Maine's second, Ron DeSantis is also holding on to the district, Trump flipping it all the way back in 2016, winning it again in 2020, and DeSantis holding it in the Republican column. In the state of New Hampshire, it's too close to call. A third of the vote is reporting, and Kamala Harris holds a 2-point lead. In the state of Pennsylvania, half the votes reporting. Ron DeSantis has taken a 2-point lead over Kamala Harris. In the state of Florida, 63% is reporting, and Ron DeSantis has now taken the lead with more Republican votes remaining than Democratic votes. In the state of Ohio, 64% is reporting, and now Ron DeSantis holds a 7-point lead, nearing Trump's 8-point margin in both 2016 and 2020. In North Carolina, 61% is reporting. Kamala Harris holds a 1-point lead over Ron DeSantis. In the state of Georgia, it is slightly narrowed out with a little bit of Atlanta starting to come in. With 72% reporting, Ron DeSantis holds an 11-point lead over Kamala Harris. Currently on the road to 270, DeSantis holds 82 electoral votes to Kamala Harris's 90. Over 9 p.m. poll closings in the state of New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Louisiana, the Dakotas, Nebraska, Kansas, Texas, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. In the state of New York, Kamala Harris is the projected winner, winning 28 electoral votes. In the state of Michigan, it is too close to call. Kamala Harris holds a 6-point lead over Ron DeSantis. This is a state that both Trump was able to flip from Obama in the race with Clinton, and Biden was able to flip from Trump in 2020. In Wisconsin, it is too close to call. Ron DeSantis holds a 4-point lead with 28% reporting. In Minnesota, 34% is in. Kamala Harris holds a 4-point lead with its 10 electoral votes at stake. In the state of Louisiana, Ron DeSantis is the projected winner, carrying 8 electoral votes. In North Dakota, 3 electoral votes are being added to Ron DeSantis' margin, as well as South Dakota's 3 electoral votes going to DeSantis. In Nebraska, it's 4 out of 5 electoral votes will be reporting going to Ron DeSantis. And Nebraska's second is too close to call. Kamala Harris holds a 3-point lead, and Biden was able to win this district in 2020, Trump in 2016. Kansas's 6 electoral votes will be going to Ron DeSantis. In the state of Texas, its 40 electoral votes are at stake. A majority of Dallas suburbs and Dallas and Fort Wayne are currently coming in. Fort Worth, sorry. In the state of Wyoming, Ron DeSantis is the projected winner, winning 3 electoral votes. In the state of Colorado, its 10 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. In the state of New Mexico, the projected winner is Kamala Harris, picking up the 5 electoral votes. In the state of Arizona, a state flipped by Biden in 2020, Kamala Harris currently holds a 6-point lead over Ron DeSantis, mostly coming in through urban and some suburban areas of Phoenix. New Hampshire is half reporting now. Kamala Harris holds a 4-point lead over DeSantis. In the state of Pennsylvania, 61% is currently reporting, 53% to Ron DeSantis, 46% to Kamala Harris, currently a 7-point margin. In the state of Florida, Ron DeSantis is now taking a 3.5-point lead with 82% reporting. In the state of Ohio, its projected winner is Ron DeSantis, carrying the 17 electoral votes, keeping it now 3 elections in a row going Republican. In North Carolina, currently Ron DeSantis is now taking the lead with 77% reporting, very narrow still. In the state of Georgia, it's narrowed up substantially, going from 11 points to 7 points. 85% is reporting, and it's still a crucial state. On the road to 270, DeSantis holds 126 to Harris's 133. We have 10 p.m. poll closings in the states of Iowa, Montana, Utah, and Nevada. In the state of Iowa, it's 6 electoral votes are a third of the vote in, with 52% to Ron DeSantis and 47% to Kamala Harris. A 5-point margin separates the two. In the state of Montana, its 4 electoral votes are projected to go to Ron DeSantis. In the state of Utah, its 6 electoral votes are projected to go to Ron DeSantis. The state of Nevada is a third of the vote in, with Ron DeSantis holding a 2-point lead over Kamala Harris. In the state of Michigan, its 15 electoral votes are 43% in, with Ron DeSantis holding a 2-point lead over Kamala Harris. In the state of Wisconsin, Ron DeSantis is now taking a 5-point lead over Kamala Harris, with minimal votes coming in through Milwaukee and Madison area. In Minnesota, Kamala Harris holds a 3-point lead over Ron DeSantis. Its 10 electoral votes are half reporting. In Nebraska's second, Kamala Harris holds a 3-point lead over Ron DeSantis with 52% reporting in. In the state of Texas, Ron DeSantis has climbed back to the top, winning currently 52% of the vote to Kamala Harris's 46%, holding a 6-point lead with 62% reporting. In the state of Arizona, Kamala Harris still holding a 5% lead over Ron DeSantis, still mostly in the Phoenix area coming in, some outside areas as well now. In the state of New Hampshire, Kamala Harris holding a 3-point lead over Ron DeSantis, 73% is currently reporting. In the state of Pennsylvania, the margin has slightly narrowed up, with now Ron DeSantis having 52 to Kamala Harris's 46. 6-point margin separates the two, with 76% of the vote reporting in. Ron DeSantis' home state of Florida is projected to go to him with its 30 electoral votes, the third highest in the country. In North Carolina, it's 89% reporting in. Ron DeSantis holds a 1.5-point lead over Kamala Harris. In the state of Georgia, narrowing up to now 4 points, with only 6% up for grabs in the remaining vote. It's going to go down to the wire. On the road to 270, Ron DeSantis is 166 to Kamala Harris's 133. There were 11 p.m. poll closing in the states of Idaho, Washington, Oregon, and California and Hawaii. In the state of Idaho, its projected winner is Ron DeSantis, carrying the 4 electoral votes. In the state of Washington, its 12 electoral votes are projected to go to Kamala Harris. In the state of Oregon, its 8 electoral votes are projected to go to Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris's home state of California is projected to go to her, adding 54 electoral votes to her margin, the largest electoral votes out of any state. In the state of Hawaii, its 4 electoral votes are projected to go to Kamala Harris. In the state of Iowa, its 6 electoral votes are going to Ron DeSantis, the third time in a row now that Iowa is staying Republican in a presidential election. In the state of Nevada, it's too close to call, 3% lead for Ron DeSantis over Kamala Harris, with 61% of the vote reporting. In the state of Michigan, 68% is reporting in, and DeSantis holds a 1% lead over Kamala Harris, majority of the vote still in the Detroit and surrounding suburbs. Wisconsin is 73% reporting, majority of the vote also remaining in the urban areas, not coming out yet, with 5% lead for Ron DeSantis over Kamala Harris. In the state of Minnesota, Kamala Harris holds a 3-point lead over Ron DeSantis, half the votes reporting. The state of Texas will remain Republican, Ron DeSantis holding a 7-point margin over Kamala Harris, building back some strength with a lot of Hispanic support. In Nebraska's 2nd district, it's projected to go to Kamala Harris the second time in a row now, with Biden carrying it and now Kamala Harris carrying it. In the state of Arizona, its 11 electoral votes are half reporting in, with Kamala Harris still remaining holding a 5-point lead over Ron DeSantis. In the state of New Hampshire, its projected winner is Kamala Harris, winning the 4 electoral votes, continuing a long streak of Democratic wins. In the state of Pennsylvania, 76% is reporting in. Ron DeSantis holds a 6-point lead over Kamala Harris. 19 electoral votes are at stake. In the state of North Carolina, it's Ron DeSantis winning its 16 electoral votes, 4th time now in a row since the 2008 election. In the state of Georgia, it is flipping back. This is huge for Ron DeSantis, carrying it very narrowly by about 1 point. 16 electoral votes will be going to Ron DeSantis, now adding to 248 for DeSantis, 216 for Kamala Harris. We have a 1 a.m. poll closing in the state of Alaska. In the state of Alaska is projected to go to Ron DeSantis, adding 3 electoral votes to his margin. In the state of Nevada, 87% is reporting in, and there's only a 1-point lead for Ron DeSantis. 13% could change the state drastically in the election. Ron DeSantis holds a 1-point lead over Kamala Harris in the state of Michigan, with 83% currently reporting in. In the state of Wisconsin, 90% is in. The remaining vote is now in a little bit of the suburbs, but ultimately in Milwaukee. The state of Minnesota is remaining the longest Democratic state, going to Kamala Harris with its 10 electoral votes. In the state of Arizona, it's 73% reporting, and now Ron DeSantis climbing back up to close the gap with Kamala Harris. In Pennsylvania, 90% is reporting, 51% to Ron DeSantis, and 48% to Kamala Harris. Remaining vote is in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, and a little bit of outside counties, rural and suburban. 251 for DeSantis and 226 for Kamala Harris on the road to 270. In the state of Nevada, this is a huge pickup. Ron DeSantis has flipped the state of Nevada, the first time since George W. Bush in 2004 to win the state as a Republican in a presidential election. In the state of Michigan, Kamala Harris is going to keep the state going Democrat for a second time in a row now since the 2020 election. But in the state of Wisconsin, it's flipping back, going to Ron DeSantis, going from 2016 to Trump, 2020 to Biden, and back to the Republicans in 2024. In the state of Arizona, it's too close to call. Kamala Harris holds a 1.5-point lead over Ron DeSantis. In the state of Pennsylvania, it's very close. A half-point margin separates the two of them. Ron DeSantis holding that half-point margin with 2% of the vote remaining to be counted. On the map to 270, DeSantis only needs 3 electoral votes to Kamala Harris, needing both Arizona and Pennsylvania to win the election. And Kamala Harris has won the state of Arizona, making the state go Democrat 2 times in a row now. Its 11 electoral votes will be added to her margin. But we have a projected winner on the presidential race. Ron DeSantis is projected to become the 47th president of the United States, winning the state of Pennsylvania, flipping it back from Biden and Trump winning it in 2016. The state margin was under a point. It was very narrow, deciding the 2024 election. 286 to Ron DeSantis and 252 to Kamala Harris. DeSantis flipping back the states of Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Georgia from the 2020 election, and picking up Nevada, the first Republican to do it since George W. Bush. Look at the exit polls. Ron DeSantis won 54% males to 45% for Kamala Harris. For females, Kamala Harris won 55 to DeSantis 44. Among party ID, it was pretty split on the independent/other with even, and about the same margin we would expect on a party line base with slight support for the other opponent. Among race, 56% of whites went to DeSantis to 42% to Kamala Harris. Among Latinos, DeSantis almost breaking to 40%, a huge increase for Republicans over the last two elections now. Trump winning 26% about in 2016, pushing to 34% in 2020, and now DeSantis pushing another 4% to 38% now. Among black voters, 83% voted for Kamala Harris, 14% for DeSantis, a 2% increase for Republicans, but a higher turnout for African Americans, pushing more votes to Kamala Harris. Among Asians, a slight increase of support for Republicans, but only about 1 to 2 points, 36% going to DeSantis, 61% to Kamala Harris, and other was 60% Kamala Harris, 38% DeSantis. Among age, DeSantis picked up a little bit among younger voters, almost cracking to 40% among 18 to 29-year-olds. Among 30 to 44-year-olds, 51% went to Kamala Harris, 47% to DeSantis. Among 45 to 64, 52% went to DeSantis, 47% to Kamala Harris. And among 65 and older, 53% went to DeSantis, 46% to Kamala Harris. Among area type, urban areas went 59% to Kamala Harris to 39% to DeSantis. Suburban areas were won back by 1 point with 50% for DeSantis, 49% to Kamala Harris. Among rural areas, 59% DeSantis, 39% Kamala Harris. Education, high school and less, 45% Kamala Harris, 53% DeSantis. Some college, 50% Harris, 48% DeSantis. College grads, 49-49. It was a tie. Among post-grads, 60% Harris, 37% DeSantis. Among religion, 61% Protestants went to DeSantis, 50% Catholics went to DeSantis, Christian other 55% DeSantis. For the Jewish religion, 68% to Kamala Harris, other religions 67% Kamala Harris, and none 66% Kamala Harris. Among approval rating, 95% that approved of Biden voted for Kamala Harris, 4% to DeSantis, and disapproved 2% voted for Kamala Harris, 97% went to Ron DeSantis. Income, 54% of under $30,000 income went to Kamala Harris, 56% of $30,000 to $49,000 income, 50 to $99,000 went to Kamala Harris by 2 points, $100,000 to $199,000 income went to DeSantis by 19 points, $200,000 to $250,000 went by 5 points to DeSantis, and over $250,000 income went to DeSantis by 4 points. Thanks for watching. Comment if you agree or disagree. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.